So all of this started probably close to 100 years ago when Jared started playing guitar. Why don't you tell a little bit about a quick overview of your background and kind of where you've been and where you're going?
I am Jared. Hello. I play guitar on a show called Saturday Night Live since 2007, and I am a producer. I am a songwriter. I have my own artist project, Pearl Lion. I do sessions. I do all kinds of stuff. But to be honest, while I probably am most known for the show and playing on the show, I actually record damn near every day of my life.
Yeah.
Baby
and so let's talk about the baby that we made.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I've been using this one pedal from my brother-in-law, Joe Carnes. Thank you, Joe.
Can we
Want to see it?
up?
It actually has his name on it.
Yeah.
So
This is it.
this is, can I say what it is?
Yeah. Totally.
Okay. This is a filter fuzz from the 60s.
Yeah.
Probably most popularly known from the U2 Elevation.
Yep.
Which was very cool. But
That's a loose pot.
Sorry.
I started creating with that pedal first time I heard it when I used Joe's many years ago, and fell in love with it. I really felt like it was a very unique fuzz thing that I didn't really get from other pedals, and especially with the filter, and it was really cool. So I kind of always wanted to find a way to make this pedal usable in a modern pedal board version, because you can't plug that in with pedal boards.
Mm-hmm.
You could barely actually use it with the thing because the way the jacks are, it's
a
there
little
in your
tough.
feet.
Yeah.
Does it even have a bypass switch?
No, it's you literally have to turn it on or off. There's nothing. It's it's unusable in modern day. But anyway, it was sick. So I've been wanting to do a pedal like this for a very long time, and I wanted to do a version where you had this with the fuzz, but you also could have the filter sweep without the fuzz. Once I saw that you guys were doing the dual enclosures, and I already wanted to do this pedal with you guys because you were obviously my first choice because you're the greatest and you're my favorite pedal company. Duh. I would say that even if you weren't here. I would say that in print.
Wow.
I'll go on record. And so once I knew that you guys were already doing that, I knew you guys were the perfect people to do this with because I wanted to with you guys anyway, and you guys had the right enclosure where we could do the fuzz on or the filter on and off, and you could have both things. So that brings me to calling you and being like, I got this idea.
And you called me.
I called you.
And I answered.
That's how phones work.
And you always get a lot of ideas on either YouTube comments, Instagram comments from other artists that you sponsor or things like that. And most of the conversations end with, yeah, this company makes one of those. And it's like, oh, yeah, I guess I should go buy it. But really, this idea was super intriguing because it was really taking a really unique fuzz tone that you don't hear very often and adding a special parameter tweakability to it. And then also, I like with what we did, the kind of the classic vintage side, and then kind of some modern innovations to the fuzz circuit too. Anyway, so it sounded like a really
the fuzz
exciting
circuit has
project.
a lot of things that you guys added,
yeah.
which already makes it a lot more options already than the fuzz as just a fuzz.
Right.
Not to interject. Go ahead.
So what happened next, Jason?
So then
we'll edit this part, right?
So we had the conversation. Colt was down. He's like, you got to talk to Jason. So we all got on a call.
Yeah.
I spewed my thing about it.
Big pages of notes.
Yeah, what's and you were like, okay, let me see.
I'm writing as fast as I can.
And and then I just want to say, so you guys were like, we think we could do this, and I was like, sick. So there were some questions back and forth throughout, but let's cut to when I got the prototype.
Right.
Hilariously enough, I received this prototype with these extra things that I'm like, oh shit, what is this? And I was like, oh, this is sick. Oh, this extra thing is sick. Oh, this thing is extra. It was really cool.
So where was the first place you plugged it in?
So I actually purposely did not plug it in when I got it. I received it in New York. It was a Thursday or something.
Yeah.
I didn't plug it in. I took it straight to SNL. And the first time I plugged it in was at my rig on the show, during rehearsal or something. And I was like, oh shit. this is crazy. And I didn't have an expression pedal at the time. So I just was using the pedal like just fuzz with the little tweakability or whatever, or just the filter. So it was really cool because I ended up using it that night on the show, but I used it in like not the way I ever was planning on using it. And it was cool because having the filter and being able to set my frequency, I was able to like basically turn my amp into like having multiple like new amp tone settings, like within just a foot switch. So, like that was just so cool. Like just on my distortion channel, all of a sudden I could like kick in like more of a low frequency and it was like thicker, gushier thing. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Or like I was playing some like clean spanky thing on, and I still like would have the setting like on the like low mids, like click on the thing and all of a sudden my amp had so much more mid range and it was like so much more thicker because I was using kind of a scoop mid amp. So like it just had all these options. And I was like, this is sick. And then I would just use the fuzz and I was playing around with the different dip switches and like, oh, the mid boost like works really well with SNL because the Bandit has a lot of low and a lot of high. And the Kangra, like the filter fuzz is kind of already a more scoop thing.
Yep.
So the fact that you added that mid boost was really helpful for a live setting in that particular band.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, by the way, being able to just click on the filter with the fuzz was like then a whole other like interesting fuzz sound.
Right.
So I had all these cool flavors and I was like, just without even the expression pedal, which was the initial like, oh, I'll probably use it for the filtering part,
Right.
blew my mind. So that's when I was like, oh, like we are onto something like crazy.
Yeah.
And then the next show we got like a random, I remember I got it like during rehearsal, like I think I had a runner. I couldn't even go. Like I had someone go pick up an expression pedal,
right.
like a page or something. An NBC page got it, brings over the expression pedal, like we plug it in, and
Kenneth.
It was Kenneth. And then we had the thing, and it was like I was able to use it. And I was like, this is crazy. And then I brought it home that weekend, and I was able to really like now sit and
dig
like,
in, learn,
dig in,
hear.
and use more of what I would kind of use it for on a daily basis. So like more of the clean ambient like filter swells, which I wanted to do like my artist thing kind of vibe with, or like, like how can I use this like the envelope with the Ottawa type flavor for recording and making these cool sounds, which is kind of more of my daily routine, minus like SNL's more of like the live, like let's just rock out routine. So at that point I was like, this is so insane.
Yeah.
And and then the next part was basically like we needed a name.
Which took us to your Himalaya trip from 2014.
Yes. So I have a song, my artist project, Pro Lines, called Himalaya. And it's like this nasty fuzz tone. And so that was like my first idea, like, oh, that's like this crazy thing, right? But in our early discussions, I was like, I really want something that played to the duality of the like prettiness of this like clean filter with no fuzz. And then also like the intensity and the bigness of the fuzz circuit.
Right.
And that was really hard because then we were trying to find these like yin yang things, and that was like almost virtually impossible.
Yeah.
So I mentioned Himalaya, and you were like, "Yeah, but that's like too on the nose," and you were like, "Go dig deeper." And I was like, "Okay."
Like I was
Where'd
like,
you
where'd
stay?
you stay? Like where'd you stay when you were there? And then
I was like, "Well, actually, how about Kangra, Kangra Valley?" And I sent all these beautiful images, and I was like, "It's right underneath the Himalayas." So you have this like beautiful, peaceful, like serene, gorgeous valley, like, and that's kind of that like clean filter, pretty side. And then like up above, you see like these crazy mammoth like Himalayas, and I was like, this is perfect.
Yep.
And you loved it right away. You were like,
I did. I love it. I like to look at the K, and I like the feel of like the massiveness of the Himalayas are close, but we're in the peacefulness, the pristine, clear valley, and so it really stuck. It had a ring to it. Kangra.
It kind of worked out. It was perfect. Like, I can't.
And the artwork,
imagine
I mean, the artwork just fell out of the name with the view of the mountains, and here we are.
And actually,
we're filming in the Kangra Valley today.
Yeah,
this is where we're at. Can we pan over and see
it's
it?
Behind us.
The camera's stuck. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Chill.
Oh, we'll get B-roll.
Yeah.
there is actually, and by the way, there was like one of my favorite places in the Kangra Valley. I don't know if I told you this, but there was like a little like bridge over like the the what do you call it, like a brook, a creek, I don't know.
Yeah, stream
With like
river.
Yeah, like all the river, and then the mountains. And so when I saw the artwork with the little bridge, I was like, like that is that. I don't even think I mentioned
Yeah.
to you guys that. I don't even think I might have sent that photo, but you wouldn't have seen the bridge, and somehow that was in there.
Yep.
Just
I was
reading your
"This is
mind,
crazy."
bro.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
how we work.
So yeah, so that was pretty much it.
I have wanted a salmon coral peach pedal for years, and so I'm glad that we finally get one.
I
So,
love it. It's gorgeous,
Yeah.
and it's personal to me, and it's also me, and so together it's us.
That's right.
That's our baby. We made a
Yeah,
baby.
we did a baby.
Yeah. So in a couple weeks, stick around. We're gonna have a gender reveal party. I'm excited to put one on my board, and it's just really at the strike of an instrument. It feels like you're commanding the entire universe, and so
I've already used 2 in one example today,
Yep.
because
yeah.
the thing that is so crazy about this is like I always wanted, most importantly, the filtered fuzz thing in a right. Cool, great, nailed that. But I really needed to make sure we had the clean filter, because that's modern day. Like people do plugins, they do like filter sweeps on
Right.
songs, DJs with their
Right.
all that stuff. It's part of today's music,
Yeah.
and that was so important to me to have that. And then we had that with the basic 2 ideas, but this envelope switch.
Yeah.
Now, like we have, like you get your like Jerry on, dude. It's like you have your little like faux.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Ottawa, but it's kind of the best part of Ottawa. I never liked the like squeaky high stuff. I always
Right.
liked the more like whelp,
Right.
like watery.
Or vocal vowels.
Yeah. And it's that, and like so now it's like, oh wait, now this is like an envelope filter, but it's also this filter sweep thing. It's also this fuzz thing. You can just use it as a standalone fuzz. You can use it as a mid boost, and you can dial in your frequency. It's like 8 pedals.
And obviously you can apply the filter like flavor and voicing to other drive pedal or other effects that are coming through.
Yeah.
Well, aside from the fuzz. So,
Yeah, like I haven't even tried that yet.
Yeah.
So how many would you recommend people buy?
At least 2,
Okay.
but then you need a backup.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what you can do is you can Google Walrus and Kangra and Scharff in a web browser, and you can probably find one. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you so much. I don't know why I said that.
Because you do appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it's
I
true.
guess I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do appreciate you.
You're not joking.
Listen, and you're probably standing there watching on your phone or watching on your couch, and you're thinking that I wasn't being genuine when I said I appreciate you. It is something that I just wanted to say just to end the video, but I want you to know that
It's
I
real.
see you
Yeah.
as you're sitting there, and I love you.
Oh boy, where are we going?
And
And more than that,
I'm
Jared.
I'm just gonna stop you
Jared
right now.
loves you.
I'm just gonna stop you here and just say, you guys are used to this. You've had many pedals come out. This is my first. I cannot wait to hear how other people use this. So please, 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 like if you take videos and you post them on social, please tag me. I'm so excited to see that. So
Yeah.
please, like, do that.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
It is gonna
See
be
what
fun.
pops out.
gonna be fun.
Peace.
Bye.